If you find it difficult to gain and finish hours-long, 8 to 10 podcasts per week, please subscribe to Most Advanced Featured and Accurate Quick Podcast Summaries on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. You can start with free trial, which lets you listen all the podcasts and later, just for the price of candy, in most places. Theo Vaughn has some exciting news to share. His merchandise site has been restocked with all the fan favorites, and he's announcing new tour dates in Chicago, Fort Wayne, and Miami. He's also got tickets remaining for shows in East Lansing, Victoria, Canada, and other cities.
But enough about that. Today's guest is Alexandr Wang, a leader in the world of business and technology. Alexandr is the founder of Scale AI, a company valued at $14 billion, which he shifted at just 19 years old. He's also the youngest self-made billionaire in the world at 24.
Theo and Alexandr catch up about their last meeting at the inauguration, where they hung out and got lunch together. Alexandr shares his thoughts on the event, saying it was a bit crazy, but the new administration is excited about AI and wants to get it right. Theo mentions the surprise appearance of Conor McGregor, which added to the surreal atmosphere. Alexandr grew up in Los Alamos, New Mexico, where his parents are physicists, and the town is home to a national lab. He shares stories about the lab's history and the impact it had on his childhood. Theo jokes that it's like Nukeville over there, but Alexandr says it was actually a great place to grow up, with a strong sense of science and technology in the air. As a kid, Alexandr was fascinated by the presentations and experiments at the lab, and his mom studied plasma physics. He remembers learning about the Manhattan Project and the atomic bomb every year in school, and even visited a museum with life-size replicas of the nukes. Theo asks if it's weird being Asian and having the atomic bomb dropped on Japan, but Alexandr says he didn't think about it much growing up. Alexandr's origin story is rooted in his love of math and science. He became a mathlete in middle school, competing in state and national competitions. He even won an all-expense-paid trip to Disney World in 6th grade, which was a huge motivator for him. Theo jokes that he must have been a wizard in the park, competing with other mathletes. Alexandr shares stories about the math competitions, including the USAMO, a 9-hour test that split over 2 days. He remembers being nervous and bringing a thermos of coffee to help him focus. Theo asks if you can cheat between days, but Alexandr says no, you only get 3 questions each day. Theo and Alexandr chat about the competitive nature of math competitions, but also the camaraderie among mathletes. Alexandr says it's like any other sport. You're chummy with everyone, but you also want to win. Theo agrees that competition is amazing, especially when you're young. If you want to listen to the complete summary, please subscribe to Quick Podcast Summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for less than the price of candy in most places. Happy listening!